You got that dream, daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Cosmetic Chaos. I am happy to be back. I feel like I haven't posted anything for a really long time, but in reality it's only been about a week or so. I'm gonna apologize in advance for my hair. It's like doing this frizz, half curl, half frizz, we're fabulous, but not really type thing. As a sidebar, I got a NUME Octowand. It's freaking amazing. Like, it's amazing. It's probably one of the best things I've ever bought. I'm gonna do a review on it soon. I'm gonna do a demo of what all 8 wands do, all at the same time, so you can see the difference in my hair. This is the large barrel wand, and don't get me wrong, the fact that my hair is doing what it's doing has nothing to do with that wand. It just, whenever I put curl in my hair, because my hair is naturally curly, it's like, oh, we're being free, they're letting us free, she's letting us free, everybody roam, run. Ugh. So, today's video, moving on from that, we are going to do a video of products I regret buying. So these are either products that I regret buying, I don't use enough, or just like, if I was a regular consumer and I had bought it, it didn't really need to happen. I'm glad I bought these things because then I can review them and kind of give you my thoughts on them, which is why I'm here. But if I had just bought these, I would be like, oh, I should have returned it. I am pretty good at returning products that I bought that I didn't like. So most of these things I liked enough to keep, or I couldn't return them. So some of these I absolutely despise. For an example of something I bought and didn't like and then I returned it was the Kat Von D Lock-It Primer, which makes me sad because I love Kat Von D. I've never tried anything of hers I didn't like. So let's just get into it. We'll start with some face products. The first one I have is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Powder Foundation. So the reason I didn't like this, and I realize it's a drugstore product and it's hard to get a good match, is not because the color didn't match. It just did nothing. It did nothing. I hate the packaging. I hate white packaging in makeup. It's white, it's makeup. It's gonna get dirty and it immediately will look dirty. Also, I hate this little sponge. This is what comes with it. Woo! This is what comes with it in here. And like, sometimes, yeah, you gotta use a sponge. You have to. Like, you're out and you're like, oh my god, I look disgusting. But like, I can't even hold on to this. It's like, unless I go this way, that's the only way to get a good grip on it. So then I lose half of the sponge just to my fingers. So then I'm like, you can see my concern here of this taking forever. Face product, the second is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation. I put this on in the morning, it looks like shit. Looks like shit. And then I come home by the end of the day, and it looks amazing. What? What? Why are we starting our day looking like shit? That's not how this goes. I'm tired in the morning. I put my makeup on so I can feel good. I can feel good about me. Not like, oh, I put my makeup on, now I look worse. And by the end of the day, when I'm tired and ready to take my makeup off, it looks great. Kind of defeats the purpose. Well, that was unfortunate. My memory card ran out of room. Next one is the Revitalift Miracle Blur from L'Oreal. This is not popular anymore. Last summer, I believe, or the summer before, Nicole Guerrero and like Carly Bible, all the big names are raving about this primer. So, you know, I went out and bought it because I had to have it. It was amazing. It was going to change my life. It did change my life. It turned me into a slimy mess. That's about all it did. So, it's supposed to blur the look of wrinkles, lines, and pores. And it does do that, as long as you don't put anything else over it. That's what it looks like. It's like a blob. And then you put it in and you rub it in. And I don't know if you can see that or not. That is rubbed in. It's like, got chunks in it. And it looks like actual paste. Like, it looks like glue. like glue. I don't want glue on my face. If I wanted glue on my face, I go buy that gross stay stick by Benefit, I believe it's by. It's on me. Getting into concealers, I had bought the Benefit Boing Industrial Strength Concealer. And again, not the color, had nothing to do with it. It covers okay, but I don't use it because within days of buying it, there was like weird chunks in it. And every time I use it, I get more chunks in it. I bought an NYC concealer. This is pretty much water. I used it quite a bit. There was like half missing, but it's like water. And I'm gonna throw this out because I'll never use it. And it is so watery, like, ugh. It didn't conceal anything at all. I bought this based on a recommendation of good concealers in a thread on Reddit, in a thread on Reddit, and that was when I was first getting back into makeup in a serious way and doing reviews and posting there all the time. Definitely a big regret. Then on the other side of that spectrum, I bought the Hard Candy Glamouflage. And in buying the Hard Candy Glamouflage was because this was so runny. When I went back and I said I bought the NYC, it was way too runny, it was gross, it really didn't work for me. I got recommended this. So, the reason I didn't like this, and I'm not sure if you can see, if you can't see, I will put a photo in, is it separates. The whole top of the container is oil. So I have to push all that oil out before I can use the product. And then it comes out and it is also runny. As you can see it dripping from the top. And just for argument's sake, let me turn my hand and you can watch it run down my hand. I've tried mixing it back up. I've tried squeezing out all the oil and then mixing it back up. Sans oil, same thing. This is also going to get tossed. That is it for face products. So let's move on to eyeshadow and eyeshadow palettes. I actually think these are all palettes. I don't have any singles, which pretty much I regret buying any single I own because it goes into my single thing, whether I like it or not, it never comes back out because I never open that drawer. So if you watch my perfect palette tag, you shouldn't be surprised to see this. This is the Tarte Neutral Eyes. I bought this on a whim from Sephora when it was on sale, and it's just shit. It doesn't blend. All the colors look the same. It's just, like, look at this. They look so beautiful. So beautiful. But they go on terribly. They don't blend together. When I can swatch a palette and the swatches look amazing, and then when I go to actually use it and it's garbage, it makes me so angry. Like, what have you done to the formula to make it so it's beautiful on a swatch? Because that's what people look up is the swatches, but when it's actually done on a look, it's shit. Shit. I hate it. Pisses me off. It makes me lose sleep at night. And this one here, this shade down at the bottom, this is actual grit. I'm pretty sure they took sandpaper, ground it up, and put it in there. Don't buy this. This is one that isn't actually terrible, but I regret using it, and I don't regret using it. I regret buying it because I never use it. It's the Steal It in the Garden, and I bought this because, again, it was on sale, but I actually wanted it before it was on sale, and I considered buying it many times. This would have, or should have, gone very well with my eye color. It swatches nicely. It even works well together, but I don't particularly use it, and I don't know why. I don't really like the packaging, and I think that may have something to do with it. You would think that wouldn't really affect anything that much, but if you've watched my makeup collection, I have over 100 palettes. I know, it's ridiculous, it's not necessary. Eyeshadow is my jam, don't judge me. This is so cheap. Like, most palettes are some form of cardboard, but this feels like actual, like, cardboard. Like, it makes me sad. Like, I feel like I could put this through a paper shredder and it would come out the other side no problem. And like, it just, that means I don't travel with it because I'm afraid I'm gonna break it and lots of other things. Oh, my hair is like stuck in my collar. Gross. Woo! But yeah, sidebar. Like this purpley lilac is beautiful, but I never ever use it. So it was really a waste of $20. Then I ended up finding it at Winners again for like $20 or something cheap, and I bought it for my girlfriend. You know what? I don't think she uses it either. Next palette is the Smoked by Urban Decay, and the new Smoked Naked palette is coming out. I think in a couple of days. It's actually already listed on the website at Sephora. It just tells you when it comes out. I believe it's the 16th in store and the 12th online. So this is a beautiful palette. Don't get me wrong. But I don't wear that many dark shades like this. Like these two, or these three in the top, they're great. They're great transition colors. They would work well. It comes with an eyeliner. It's standard Urban Decay quality, and the packaging is sturdy and it has a zip up. I do like the palette, but I work retail. I'm not going to work wearing a full smoky eye. So unless I'm going to film wearing a smoky eye, unless I'm going to film with a smoky eye or a tutorial for a smoky eye, I'm really not going to use this palette. When I come home to play around with my makeup, I'm playing with color. I'm not playing with blacks and stuff like dark purples and things like that. I'm really sorry if you play with my hair. It's driving me crazy because it's in my face. Yeah. Honestly, it's a good palette, and I'm sitting here wondering if I'm going to complete my naked set. Naked. The next eyeshadow is an actual set. So I've done videos and blog posts, which I will link below on these, and my feelings about these are kind of odd. Because for the money and for Drugstore, I don't think they're that bad, but I never reach for them. This is the Blushed, the Smokes, the Nudes, and the Brights from Maybelline. They were great options for somebody who was just getting into makeup. For me, the quality really isn't there, especially when they're Eye Studio eyeshadows. The quads are so much better. Like, they're not terrible, they're not great. Between the four of them, the Blushed is definitely my favorite. I've used this probably 5 or 6 times. The rest of them, after I did swatches and did a few looks to review it, I haven't picked them up again. And that's even being conscious of trying to use all of my stuff and work through my collection. And these are on the newer side for me. Probably have all been bought over the last, I want to say, 8 months. So if you're just getting into it and you don't want to spend a lot of money, these are good options. But for somebody, if you really know what you're doing and you really, like, you have Urban Decay and you have Too Faced and you have the high-end stuff, these are Drugstore products that just aren't worth it. They put the price point on these, I believe, a little bit too high for what they are. So these were $17.49 each, $19.99 depending on the store that you're in. But to me, not really worth it. Last one I have here for eyes is, and this is one of those things where I'm like, Candace, what the F were you thinking? Like, what were you ever gonna do with this? So about a year ago, year and a half ago, before I figured out that NYX was sold in Canada at Rexall and then later at Target, I went on Outlook and they had NYX, and I was like, oh my god, I finally can get NYX, I finally can get NYX, and my life is gonna change in a second here. And I was like, oh my god, that's so pretty. It's a freaking glitter palette. Glitter cream palette. Fabulous, sparkling, tingling, sexy life with NYX. Ooh la la, who can resist me? Apparently not me. I am 30 years old. When the shit am I gonna need a glitter cream palette? Like, let's just, this looks like something I would have bought when I was like 10. When my mom gave me $1 to go to the dollar store to get out of her hair. This definitely needs to go in the garbage. So I just had to mash my finger in there. And yeah, it's glitter. Glitter's great. But again, I have MAC pigments that are dry. that go on better. So I'm trying to get a swatch for you, and all I can get is chunks of glitter. The only one I may, nope, taking it back. Was gonna say the only one I think I would ever use is the white, because it would look really pretty as an accent over some eyeshadow for like a wedding if you wanted to, your eyeshadow to really pop. But again, if you look at it, just is chunky. You can use a pigment and it would be much nicer. You are 30. Again, like, at your age. This is the problem with me sitting in front of a camera talking to myself. I actually talk to myself. Like, I'm sitting here giving myself shit. So the next category is going to stay within the eye product, but it's going to be mascaras and eyeliner. So we'll start with the eyeliner because I only have one. I am an eyeliner junkie. So it has to be pretty bad for me not to like it. Like, real bad. And the only eyeliner I have that I bought that I regret is the Bobbi Brown Cobalt Ink Longwear Gel Eyeliner. I got this, and I don't know if it was defective or what, but it is crap. I couldn't pick up product with the brush, so I had to gouge it out. After I gouged it out, I couldn't get it to spread. So then I have this beautifully gouged out $30 eyeliner, which I may be exaggerating, I don't think it's actually $30, that doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. All I wanted was this beautiful navy gel eyeliner so that when I wasn't feeling black, which when am I not feeling black, but you know, whatever, could happen, I could have this beautiful navy. So instead, I went to e.l.f. and paid like $1.99 and got one that's 100 times better. This is also going in the bin because it sat there since the week I bought it and not been touched since. And now it's all separating from the sides anyway, so it doesn't matter, it wouldn't work even if I wanted it to. So the first mascara is the Lash Out Butterfly. This is by L'Oreal. Yeah, sorry, I had a brain fart there. Lucky for me, I didn't actually buy this. I got this as a Christmas gift from my mom, and sorry mom, but it's not that great. The brush is weird, the formula is too wet, and it just like weighs my business down. I don't even like this, because when I'm going to use it, it's like hard to hold on to, and one part of it is flat, and then if you don't have a really good grip on it, it like flips out of your hand. I don't know if I'm just incapable. And then like the brush is supposed to be this really great wing edge so that when you're using it, you can like wing out the edge of your mascara with no problem. Not for me. Didn't like it. Next, and I'm sorry Benefit because I do generally like your products, was the Roller Lash. So part of my huge issue with my eyelashes is they either point straight out or straight down. It's sometimes to the point where I can actually see them when I don't have mascara on because they're pointing down in front of my eyes. So Roller Lash's claims was that it was going to make like 200% more curl. Didn't curl anything. It helped them not point down and block my eyesight, but that's really all it did. And for $30, I have a mascara that does the same, if not more, for much cheaper. Next mascara we have is the Revlon Lash Potion. This one, the formula is just too wet. I've had it for a while, so there is a good chance that I could try it again and like it, and maybe I actually will. I know a few girls who love it. The brush is nice and big, which I do like, but the formula was so wet. It was so wet it just like stuck all my lashes together. It was a bad scene. Last one is a CoverGirl Lash Bloom, and I bought this when I bought these. So really me and CoverGirl didn't have a good day that day. This is supposed to give you these big, full, blooming lashes that don't feel stiff. They are supposed to feel fluttery and beautiful, like the edge of a flower. And I hate to say it, but Katy Perry, you a liar. It doesn't do any of that. I might as well not even wear mascara. It doesn't do anything. So last but not least is actually a nail polish. I went through this phase about 4 months ago where all I wanted was a beautiful rose gold polish. So, you know, like everybody would, I went online and I Googled it, and it came up with all these like gold polishes, nothing really rose gold. So I was like, all right, fine. start like really delving into it, and up pops Penny Talk by Essie, which in the bottle looks beautiful. On a swatch, looks beautiful. But as per Essie's regular formulation, it is so runny. It was running into my cuticles. This is actually an Essie polish, Bikini Sotini, that I love. So don't get me wrong, I do like Essie products. Like you can see the swatch here. This is Penny Talk. So it is quite the beautiful shade and definitely a true rose gold. But when you put it on your nail, because there's ridges in your natural nails, excuse me, and natural nails aren't perfect, even with a top coat, I could see all the ridges in my nails. I could see like where it had smeared. It reminded me of those old, when I was like 15 or 16, they brought out from Sally Hansen these chrome polishes. And it was all the rage, like your chrome nails. There was like blue and red and yellow, and it was just these bright, metallic, these crazy chrome nail polishes. And I just couldn't get them to work for me. They looked so beautiful on swatches and on fake nails. And if your nail polish formulation doesn't work and doesn't sit well on nails that are real, you need to reformulate, because not everybody's going out to get fake nails. That's ridiculous. It needs to work with ridges in natural nails, lines in natural nails. If it doesn't, don't release it, because it's just not fair to the regular person who just wants to like have some rose gold nails, you know? Anyway, don't forget to give me a like on this video and let me know what kind of products you bought that you hated. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye!